Hey guys, this is Alex Orchilles from a7RIII Prestige Media, and today I'll be doing a brief review of the Sony a7R Mark III. Let me begin by saying that as a cinematographer and photographer, I think that the a7R III delivers unbeatable quality at its price point. This has quickly become my favorite professional full-frame mirrorless camera for shooting photo and video. I previously had an a7R II, and I highly recommend the upgrade. This camera has a 42 megapixel sensor similar to its predecessor, the a7R II, but it comes with an updated processor. This new processor makes the camera much more responsive. It seems like you're going from an iPhone 5 to an iPhone 10. The combination of the sensor and the new processor allow you to capture a whopping 10 frames per second. It has one more stop of dynamic range, S-Log2, S-Log3, HDR, and a 5.5 stop internal stabilization system. I'm not sure if my old a7R II's stabilizer was malfunctioning or not, but this new stabilization system seems to work way better. My hands normally shake, and I've noticed a huge difference while filming handheld. The autofocus system is significantly faster and more responsive in daylight, as well as in low light environments. The EVF now has about 30% more pixels, making it look much better than the previous model. The 3-inch screen also looks a lot better than the previous one. They are now much brighter, so when shooting outside in the sun, you'll be able to see both easier than the previous versions. The battery is much bigger than the previous versions as well. It lasts about all day long. That being said, you really don't need to have a bag full of batteries anymore like in the previous Sony Alpha versions. Since the battery is bigger, the grip is slightly larger and feels better in your hands. Don't get me wrong, it isn't DSLR sized, but it is a larger mirrorless camera. The buttons all feel much better than before, and the record button is finally placed in the right location. It does take a little to get used to, coming from 4 years of the previous layout, but once you get used to it, it just feels right. Although Sony removed the Play Memories application, there's still a way to do 1 FPS and 2 FPS time lapses via the S and Q option. Within this option, you can also use the slow motion features, which are 120 FPS, brought down to 24 or 30 FPS. The only downside in my book is the fact that the Sony a7R III does not have 4K at 60 frames. If only Sony were watching this review and happened to add it to a new firmware update. That would be nice, huh? Thank you all for watching. Again, this is Alex Orchilles from a7RIII Prestige Media. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content.